Sometimes, the heaviest burden we carry is the thought that we are not enough. We keep running in a race we never chose, forgetting that our own path is waiting for us. This story is for every heart that has ever whispered, "Will I ever make it?" In a small mountain town lived a boy named Daniel. Daniel loved repairing old watches. He could spend hours cleaning gears, replacing springs, and listening to the ticking sound. To him, each watch held a silent story, a frozen moment in time, and he felt a deep connection to these timeless tales. But to everyone else, repairing watches seemed like a waste of time. His friends were busy studying engineering, medicine, or business. They dreamed of becoming doctors, inventors, or leaders, and there was no room for fixing broken clocks in their future plans. Whenever Daniel saw their achievements, he felt a sharp pain in his chest. "They're doing important things," he thought, "and I'm just fixing watches." One winter evening, Daniel was closing his small shop when an elderly man walked in. He was tall and thin, with a long white beard. "My watch stopped working," the man said. "It belonged to my father. I promised my son I would get it fixed. It has a special meaning to us. Please help me." Daniel carefully took the watch apart, piece by piece. As moonlight streamed through the window, he cleaned and examined each component. Suddenly, a loud clap of thunder shook the room, plunging it into darkness. Daniel continued working, using the faint light from outside. Time slipped away, and before he knew it, the first rays of sunlight peeked through the window. Daniel looked up, surprised to see how early it was. Without wasting a moment, he finished the repair. By morning, the watch ticked again, just like it had decades ago. The old man's eyes filled with tears. "You didn't just fix my watch," he said, his voice shaking with emotion. "You gave me back my memories. My father gave this to my mother on their first date. Then he passed it down to me. And now I can give it to my son. Thank you." Suddenly, something clicked inside Daniel. All those years he spent fixing watches had given him a special ability. It wasn't about the money or the fame. It was the feeling of holding time in his hands, understanding its delicate balance of past, present, and future. He realized his skill was not small at all. It was unique. Not everyone could give time back, literally and emotionally. From that day on, Daniel's passion for repairing watches grew even stronger. People from nearby towns heard about his amazing talent and started coming to him. Soon, his little shop became a place filled with stories. A wedding watch, a graduation gift, a promise exchanged, a memory kept alive. Each watch had a tale to tell. As the years passed, Daniel became known throughout the land for his skills and wisdom. Some people still doubted his path, but Daniel didn't care. He found joy in every click and clack of the tiny gears. One day, a young man approached Daniel. "How did you become so successful?" he asked. "You don't seem to mind spending your days on such small things." Daniel looked up from the watch in his hands and smiled. "I don't measure my worth by someone else's ruler," he said. "Even the smallest gear can keep the whole clock running." That's all for today. See you next time.